We're delving into delightful Derbyshire for an escape packed with traditional stone cottages and verdant panoramas, where you can choose to go with the flow or get in on the action in the great outdoors. As views of Derbyshire go, this one from the top of the Heights of Abraham really does take some beating. Now, if you want to see it for yourself, then just like me, you're going to have to get the cable car up here. And right now, I'm considering whether the cable ride up or the view itself is better. For me, it's... When people apply to be on Escape to the Country, we always want to know why. What's motivating them to make the move? Well, space, quality of life, and getting 4 children off their tablets and out into the countryside are all great reasons, which is why we're here today.
The reason we want to escape London is it's getting too hectic, it's very, very crowded. I've got very fond memories of Derbyshire, growing up there as a child, and I also want to make them same memories for my children.
Harry, a sales director, and his wife Pardeep, a private tutor, are looking to relocate to Harry's home turf of Derbyshire to give their 4 children, aged 1 to 12, a better quality of life and more time outdoors.
I wish we could move to the countryside so we have a bigger garden for me to ride my bike.
Thea, what do you want Daddy to get you?
A chocolate.
No, outside of chocolate, what do you want?
Chocolate.
Thea, do you want to have a big garden?
Pardeep plans to continue working from home.
This is my classroom where I tutor in the evenings and / Harry's gym.
She also wants space to whip up her famously delicious feasts.
Our kitchen is quite small and I'm always looking for storage places for my pots and pans. I love cooking and he loves eating.
They already have friends and relatives in Derby's Sikh community, so Harry and Pardeep are confident that the county is the right choice for them and their young family.
So behind us is our local Gurdwara. We come here on a regular basis, and by moving to Derbyshire, Derby has a local Gurdwara just 15-20 minutes away, and there will be no change in routine for us.
The family has a house buying budget of up to £825,000. They want large living spaces, including a good-sized kitchen, a minimum of 4 bedrooms, options for Pardeep's tutoring work, and at least half an acre of outside space. They also want to be within half an hour's reach of the faith school their children will attend in Derby. Harry and Pardeep want what most of us want, a safe, comfortable place for the children to thrive, lots of fresh air and large open spaces. They've picked a great county. I love Derbyshire. Stunning views, and of course you've got the Peak District. Quite confident we're going to find something good here. The first house I've got to show them is in the South Derbyshire village of Coaton-in-the-Elms. But before we head there, Pardeep and Harry, who are staying locally with family, are meeting me in the grounds of my hotel near the River Derwent, in the middle of the county. You hear the sound of those birds?
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Is that what prompted the move?
Party wanted to move to the countryside, and you know, with work, you don't know whether you're going to an office or whether you're staying, so it never felt like the right time. And now that everyone's working from home and you can practically live anywhere, this is the right time to do it.
I think this is a beautiful place to live, and I see my children growing up here, and I see ourselves getting old here too. So,
And how are the children feeling about this move?
They can't wait. You take them outdoors anywhere to a patch of grass, all they do is just run and play. So seeing the kids like that as well, you know, we're setting them up, right? This is for not just us, but it's for our kids' future. So something we're 100% we want to be doing.
All you need is a house. How ready are you to find this perfect house?
We're ready.
We're ready.
We've been looking at properties for the past 6 months or so and not really getting much joy. So, you know, no pressure.
No pressure, but now is the time.
Yes.
It's gorgeous Derbyshire. Let's go look at some properties.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The village of Coton-in-the-Elms may be one of the furthest points from the coast in the UK, but its inland delights, including forest walks, more than compensate. A pretty brook keeps the resident ducks happy, and humans can wet their whistle at a choice of 2 pubs. The house we're here to see is located in the heart of the village. From the road, it's a big old chunk of historic bricks and mortar that doesn't give too much away. But we're heading to the rear of the property, where its 21st century merits as a family home can be best appreciated. So, here we have your starter countryside home. You're in a village, so lots of community around, but look that way, and countryside and open space.
Wow.
And then, of course, you look at the house. Now, this is mid-19th century. It was an old mill, but the current owners have really extended it.
It looks interesting. Interesting, yeah.
Interesting is one of those words I use when I'm being polite. So what are you really thinking?
Okay, so it looks quite spacious, but looks a bit old to what I'd prefer.
It's more about the land for me. So from what I can see so far, it looks nice.
I really want to see the kitchen because it seems like it's got a decent sized kitchen in there.
Let's go and see that kitchen, shall we?
Yeah.
The oldest part of the house started out as a mill in the 19th century, but it's been extensively added to, creating a substantial home over 3 floors. We're keeping Pardeep in suspense no longer, as doors from the garden lead directly into a kitchen breakfast room, with an open plan layout that leads to a dining room. Come on in, into your kingdom, the kitchen.
Yeah.
And the current owners added this on. So the kitchen used to be a really tiny space at the front, which is now the laundry room. So you can imagine how small it was.
Right.
And they extended it to this.
Okay.
First impressions.
I love the views from the window as you're washing the dishes. So
As I'm washing dishes. Yeah.
Her kingdom leads the help.
not as big as I was expecting.
So you think it's a bit cosy? It does lead into the dining room, and I have to tell you, they've had 25 people for dinner with tables laid out through here. So does that change your opinion of it?
With ourselves having family and stuff, it's something that's doable, I think. Yeah.
Doable? You're making do? What would make you love it?
I'd probably put that wall through. I think it would be more open planned.
Yeah, there is a potential here, but so far, I'm not loving it.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
You're allowed to say whatever, because it counts how you feel.
Yeah.
Already my mind's ticking. What do we need to make it perfect?
Yeah. And that is exactly the sort of question you should have in your mind. What would we need to do to make this ours?
Yeah.
To help you with that, I'm going to show you some more of the house. Largest reception room with that oak-framed garden room extension, which offers a great family space, linking a cosy fireside with the great outdoors. Can't wait to see your reaction to this.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, I got a wow and a nice. What's that about?
Yeah, very nice room.
Oh, look how beautiful that looks. Like, imagine you sitting here and that's it.
This is the difference between having something open planned rather than small compartments right next to each other. It makes it feel nice and airy.
It's so nice. You get the sun in, and it's just wow. I like that.
This is definitely a space where we could see ourselves.
Good. Right. You need to head upstairs because there are 2 more floors.
Yeah.
And then come find me afterwards.
Okay, great.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The stairs lead up to the 5-bedroom accommodation, laid out over 2 floors and starting with the principal ensuite.
Wow.
Good sized room.
Really good size room. There's a little shower in there and a little sink too.
Didn't expect that.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Good. No, I like it.
Got potential.
Also on this floor is a choice of 2 family bathrooms, both of which are substantially tiled with plenty of storage and space for those young family bath times. These serve a double room to the side of the house and a larger double with a garden outlook.
I think both the girls would be loving this.
Definitely a girls' room.
Yeah. Look at the views from the window.
The final bedroom on this floor is also a double and has built-in storage.
I think this could be a guest room.
I can't believe how big this whole area upstairs is. Really,
Me
really big
neither.
area. Very impressed with what we've seen upstairs for sure.
What's fascinating about these 2 is watching them as they make this decision. You can start to see the wheels turning. I'm fascinated now to see how they get on upstairs, what they think of all those rooms, and if the vision is starting to come together for them. Can they really see how they can make this their own?
And there's more. An additional floor provides bedroom number 5, which has a separate dressing room.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah, we can make it like a really nice prayer room.
When we pray as a family, and
Yeah.
we've always wanted that to be at the highest level of the house.
Yeah. You've got a double bed in there, so you can see how much space you've got.
Very good. Good surprise. Yeah.
Outside, there's a detached garage, which perhaps has potential for Pardeep's classroom space or a home gym. There's also a patio, areas of lawn, and an additional huge section of garden with a greenhouse. So loads of open spaces for their children to enjoy.
A massive plus point about this house is this garden.
It's huge, it's really nice, and you can see the kids running around, and then you've got a little patch over there where you can see yourself growing things as well. Yeah. And you're on looking just greenery and greenery and greenery. It's just beautiful.
So, with all that in mind, the question, of course, is how much do you think it's on the market for?
I'll go for £800,000.
OK. Harry?
I would say something in the region of around about 825,000.
This is on the market for £695,000.
What? What? We were way off.
Go and spend a bit more time. Now you know how much it's on for, I think. Yeah. It's going to bring a new perspective to you as well, just an additional layer about how you think about it. Yeah. And then I will see you later.
OK, thank you.
Thanks.
It's been literally a journey through this house for them, hasn't it? I mean, from their initial impressions, starting to realise the changes that they'll have to make in order to adapt to countryside living. But the fact that they guessed so high, I think, indicates how much they've grown to really appreciate what this property could offer them. And now they've got the added bonus of knowing it's going to be lower than they expect, with money left over to make the changes they might need to.
Very comfortably under budget, this mid-19th century former mill gives them open-plan family spaces on the ground floor, including a garden room, 5 bedrooms and a supersized garden in the heart of a lovely village.
It's definitely an option. We just need to understand what we're willing to compromise on.
Yeah.
But it's been a good start.
When I first saw it, I didn't think it was actually going to be that spacious. But I see the kids growing here, I see the kids running around, and, you know, it's got good potential for us.
I felt that went pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah?
Really insightful.
It is time to move on now, so let's go. Off to you, that way.
Let's go.
My house hunters are looking to give their children a better quality of life in the county where Harry has fond memories of growing up.
I really like the vibe here. It's nice and relaxed.
Just Just a 23-minute drive from the city of Derby is the charming market town of Ashbourne, with its winding cobbled lanes lined by independent businesses and cafes.
Really cute little shops, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a proven track record for lifestyle amongst its residents.
I've lived in Ashbourne all my life and I went to school here. Something I really like about this place is the countryside views around and how it's just so easy to go for a walk in the nearby towns and villages, which is something I really missed at uni.
Every year there's a Shrovetide game of football in the town and everyone comes together for it, which is really nice.
The place to find out about that unique medieval ball game that still fills the streets here once a year is Ashbourne Historical Centre. The centre was founded by lifelong resident and font of local knowledge, Tim Baker.
Ashbourne was first mentioned in the Domesday Book in 1086 when it was called Esserburn, which actually means ash trees on the river. You know, filled with architecture of Georgian and Elizabethan times. We do have the annual Royal Shrovetide football, which Ashbourne is famed for worldwide, which attracts tourists from all over the country and visitors.
So we got 4 kids, and what kind of things would we do around here?
We are on the foothills of the Peak District, and we have a wonderful wealth of hamlets and towns and little villages that you could go to, like Bakewell, Matlock, there's the Dovedale. We have the Tissington Trail here, which is a defunct now railway line that used to connect Ashbourne to Buxton, which makes a wonderful cycling ride and a walk for people. And people come from all over the country to walk the Tissington Trail.
Well, it looks like Ashbourne is a great destination to gather some happy family memories.
Good morning.
Morning. This is so lovely.
And perhaps pick up the odd souvenir.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
I hope your daughter likes them.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Now to find a home that will help them make that Derbyshire move. My next property is half an hour's drive east of Ashbourne, in the village of Watstandwell. The village sits along the beautiful River Derwent. There's a family-run cafe, road links are good, and a train station on the Derwent Valley Line provides a regular service into Derby, with an average journey time of just 23 minutes. For those looking for a more outdoors lifestyle, the many footpaths and cycleways include routes along the Cromford Canal, with the valley terrain providing spectacular scenery and viewpoints. And that's something the offering I've got lined up makes the most of. Set in a peaceful wooded area of pretty and historic stone properties.
Well, this morning, it was all about dipping your toe into the countryside. This afternoon, we're going full immersion. The trees and the green.
Walking down here and looking on either side, and it's just countryside. This is exactly what I would be looking for. You can't get better than this.
Okay. What about the property?
Looks interesting.
Okay, we're back with interesting. This is our holding word.
I'm not going to judge this one because I got the other one so badly wrong.
Yeah.
But let's just say it looks intriguing.
The setting is a winner, but it seems like I may have my work cut out with the house. The original part of this stone and slate cottage was built in the mid-19th century, but it's been significantly and sympathetically enlarged to create a sizable home on 3 levels, where the present owners run a bed and breakfast business.
So, what's a view on your wish list?
Yeah, countryside views.
That's the view.
It's a view.
Wow, that's
It's
nice.
a stunning view, yeah.
You wouldn't mind waking up to that every day, would you? That type of view.
Yeah.
This is proper countryside, isn't it?
Yeah.
This lovely covered terrace lies directly off a cottage-style kitchen and dining room on the lower ground floor. But I'll admit that it's not yet the modern space Harry and Pardeep want for their family.
It does go through there, so you've got all of that space. And you've got a pantry through there.
It looks limited, but obviously we've not seen the rest of the property.
Yeah, I don't think the kitchen's the one for me.
You do need some vision and creativity when you're moving into these country properties. I want to show you upstairs.
Let's go.
from up here.
It's stunning.
Wow, that's a great view. I love outside, I think it's amazing, but so far from what we've seen on the inside of the house, it's not for me.
All I know is last time you went upstairs, you came back different people, so just say, go and have a look.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Up on the top floor, a total of 4 bedrooms includes a generous twin room filled with light from large windows on 2 aspects. A smaller room comes with another big view. The principal has plenty of built-in storage and its own bright, roomy bathroom. And a good-sized double offers an outlook that anyone would be happy to wake up to.
The views are stunning from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Great views, but I couldn't make that compromise just for the views based on what we've seen on the house.
Yeah.
They clearly love the countryside, and with each house we show them, they're going to learn more about what they do want and what they don't want, and that's worth the journey.
This property was always going to be a gamble, but it's not over yet because there's still the outside space to see.
Right, let me show you more of the garden. Come on.
In all, it's just shy of 3/4 of an acre. And as well as a large area of lawn, there are raised beds held in by moss-covered dry stone walls, a hot tub and a choice of seating areas. Stone outbuildings include a workshop and garage, both with power and light.
You get a huge garden with this property, but it is on a slope.
Yeah, I can imagine the kids rolling down here, especially in the snow.
Yeah, you know, stunning garden. It's absolutely beautiful, but if our 1-year-old was playing and we're looking for him in the garden, we'd probably find him down the bottom of the hill and not being able to get back up.
Exactly, one of you would be carrying him out. You get your steps in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, taking everything into consideration, how much do you think this property's on the market for?
I would say around about £650,000.
I think close to £700,000.
This is on at £725,000.
The house is not quite right for us, but again, very necessary to see.
The asking price of this delightful extended Victorian stone cottage may be £100,000 below budget, but clearly that's not enough to sway Pardeep and Harry to its considerable charms. There's a cottage kitchen and dining room, 3 further reception rooms and 4 bedrooms. It comes with a large garden, plus spectacular valley views, and it's well connected by both road and rail to Derby.
It's a beautiful property, stunning views. However, I don't think we could see ourselves and the little ones running around here.
Yeah, just not the right home for what we need at this stage of our life.
Well, there's no shortage of outdoor play spaces in this county, including the country park of Elverston, south of Derby.
Here he comes Maradona.
Where a catch-up with Harry and Pardeep's children and their Derbyshire cousins gives me a chance to gauge how they feel about living here.
So what do you think? Would you like to move here?
Yes.
What will be the best thing about moving to the countryside?
I can make new friends at my new school, and I can always see Dharam and Diyal, which are my cousins.
Your cousins.
And what about your scooter, Daya?
My scooter going in the sea.
Okay, we wouldn't get your scooter with the seat on?
Yeah.
And this is what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
They love outdoors and run around.
What do we always say we want to go outdoors for?
To get fresh air.
Fresh air.
get fresh air.
As you can see, the kids, they're very restless, and having this type of environment, an open field for them to run around in, it's exactly what they want. You know, I know it's only day one. You know, that's just reaffirmed all of our aspirations to move to the countryside and get a different quality of life.
What a wonderful way to end our day one. You've got so much to think about, but for now, why don't we just sit here and enjoy it?
The cost of buying a home in Derbyshire is relatively affordable compared to England as a whole. The average price of a detached house is just over £326,000. That's almost £145,000 lower than the English figure. If that's got you enthusiastically typing into a property sales search engine, then be sure to consider some of the less browsed over areas of the county. Local blogger Molly Scott has some insider advice.
The attention is often on the Peak District, but there's so much more to Derbyshire. Like, there's lots of really pretty market towns, there's a lot of history, there's cute little tea rooms, independent shopping, family days out. There's a lot going on here. South Derbyshire in particular is quite an undiscovered hidden gem. It's obviously a lot cheaper to live here than in like the big cities or in some of the kind of more bougie areas of the countryside.
South of the Peak District National Park, and with a Derbyshire postcode but actually just over the border into Staffordshire, is this 2-bedroom mid-terrace stone cottage. Use the traditional range to boil up a brew and enjoy the view. On the market for £300,000. This detached 3-bedroom barn conversion has bright and stylish interiors, a fabulous rural outlook, and is just 4 miles northwest of the city of Derby. On the market for offers over £399,995. Those looking to rent might consider this Grade 2 listed 2-bedroom offering in a cluster of converted farm buildings. There are open plan interiors and communal gardens to hold court with your neighbours, perhaps. Located between Derby and Ashbourne, the rent of £1,900 per calendar month includes bills.
We've shown Harry and Pardeep 2 very different properties, and they're really starting to figure out what they do and don't want. But most importantly, I think they're really appreciating just how big a change their lifestyle this move to the countryside is going to be. But it ain't over yet, because we've got the mystery house, and I know that this one is an absolute stunner.
Bath Village became a spa destination for Victorians drawn to the alleged healing powers of the naturally warm waters of the local spring. It remains a popular spot with visitors, and it's easy to see why. Once described as the Switzerland of England, even the train station is Grade 2 listed. And it has a service to Derby with a travel time of around half an hour. That said, the house I've got to show them would push the school run to around a 40-minute drive, which is further away than Harry and Pardeep want to be. So while they check out this gorgeous village location, I'm going ahead to open up the property, which I'm hoping will have what it takes to make them forgo that travel time requirement.
Houses like this don't come along very often, and this one has enough room for the whole family. There are a couple of compromises, but when a house is this special, I really think it might be worth it.
A gorgeous Georgian pile right in the heart of a community.
With views like this, this house could be a contender. Let's see what they think. Well, I thought for today you'd get some Georgian splendour.
Oh,
this is the type of house when you want to move to the countryside. This is what you envision.
It offers you the best of both worlds. You feel like you're in the countryside, but actually we're only 10 minutes away from Matlock, the town.
We hadn't deliberately looked in Matlock because it was a little bit too far out in terms of where we need to take our daughter to school. But looking at the house from the outside, it's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, looking up, looking down, looking side to side, just the green, 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 green trees. What more could you wish for, right?
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go.
This Grade 2 listed Georgian house was built around 1840 by then local architect George Rawlinson. Laid over 3 floors, the lofty proportions create an immediate impression in the entrance hall.
Come on in. Yes. This is a hallway, right? High ceilings, Georgian welcome.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And the vibe continues in the first of the reception rooms.
It's so nice and eerie, and high ceilings makes it more welcoming, I think.
This is definitely a lounge we can picture the kids in,
Yeah.
for sure. It's spacious, big windows.
I know that you're a bit reticent about falling in love with this. I can't promise you won't after I show you the kitchen.
Okay, thank you.
Finding Pardeep her dream kitchen has been a sticking point so far. So let's see what my mystery has to offer.
Okay, Pardeep.
Wow.
This one's for you.
It is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning in here. Enough space for my pots and pans.
What I love about this room is how they've built in these skylights, so you get all of the light flooding in. You've also got utility space out there.
Yeah, this is Pardeep's ideal kitchen.
It's definitely a place you're going to be hanging out a lot if you live in this house.
Yeah.
Until you see the other rooms. So you go off and have an explore, and I'll see you later on.
There are 2 further floors for them to see here.
Did you notice how quiet Harry got? That is the quietest I've seen him. And at first I thought it's because he was having second thoughts, but actually they might just be falling in love with this house.
On the middle level, an additional reception room has more of that Georgian period charm.
Wow, it's a very big room. Is this another lounge?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this, but
And look at the views.
yeah. I think it would be a good playroom for the kids.
Yeah, they'd love it.
You see
It's a huge room.
Next to this is a study providing space to work from home. There's also a family bathroom with a separate WC, which served the first of the 5 bedrooms, a good-sized double.
This is really spacious, really big.
What we wanted, right?
Yeah, I could see ourselves in here.
The rest of the bedrooms are on the top floor and make use of an additional family bathroom. There are 3 bright and spacious doubles, all with views out to the valley, including the final room with a fireplace.
This is another nice big room, isn't it? Nice sized room.
All the rooms are consistent.
And look at that. How more amazing can you get from those views?
And there's more to show them, including an attached garage and a Victorian vinery. There's plenty of parking available on a gravel drive, as well as areas of lawn. But while the hillside aspect allows for those views, with 4 young children to consider, I'm wondering if they'll warm to the terraced areas.
It's a spectacular garden. Like, this is amazing. I love it. Issue is it's not child friendly, but you've got the patch at the bottom where the children can play, and we love the house. The house was brilliant. It's just that location. Like, you found it was the perfect house in terms of a home.
We still need to consider one more thing.
Yeah.
How much you have to pay to get it.
I would say offers in excess of 800,000.
Ooh, I would say £810,000.
You're right, Harry. It's exactly that. It's offers in excess of £800,000.
If only it was closer
Yeah.
to her school, then it would have been perfect.
This beautiful 3-storey Georgian mystery house sits comfortably within budget, has the large kitchen Pardeep longs for, 2 reception rooms, a study and 5 bedrooms. It's in a sought-after village location with incredible views.
I knew we'd like this house. Yeah. Just the moment we arrived.
When we walked in and I saw the kitchen, I was like, wow, this is beautiful, this is amazing. We're in love with the house, but not the location because it's too far out for us.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, hi,
busy
Denise.
there. This looks amazing.
Thank you.
So tell me about the business.
Well, this is a mobile refill shop. I started it in 2019 to try to help myself and other people in the community to be able to reduce their use of single-use plastics. Today, I'm going to take the van to Duffield and help inspire people to continue to reduce their waste.
Well, I can't wait to get started with you and to help you make some sales.
Great. Well, let's get going.
Okay.
Darcy did all the work to fit out the van as a mobile shop herself, which she tours to 20 regular sites around Derbyshire.
So tell me more about the business. Why did you decide to make it a mobile business and not, open a shop in the village?
I just thought, well, if I made it mobile, then I could take it to different people in smaller areas that wouldn't normally be served by this sort of business.
What was it that made you think zero waste is where I want to focus my efforts, you know?
Well, I had what I call my plastic awakening alongside millions of others who watched David Attenborough's documentary Blue Planet, and they were trying to remove a plastic straw from a turtle's nose, and it just opened my eyes to the damage we're doing to the oceans, and I just wanted to be able to do something to reduce my own waste. And because there was nothing else around, I thought, well, maybe there's a few other people that want the same in my area.
So, with a new home, lifestyle and business, thanks to the power of public service broadcasting, we're in the Derbyshire village of Duffield to serve some of Darcy's regulars.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I think everything's labelled, so you should be able to
no problem.
See what I want.
So how often do you shop here?
Well, I try and come most times Darcy's here, which is every other week.
Right.
It's good quality stuff at a reasonable price. Right. And you see it here. I mean, we've got a river going through the village, and you see the plastic on the side of the river, and that's obviously going to end up in the sea, isn't it?
So as well as getting good food, you get a good feeling when you
That's
leave
right,
here.
yeah. Yeah, it's a great service.
Hi, Clary. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So how useful is it to have someone in a mobile unit coming round?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant because I live in a village that's between two locations that Darcy goes to. So I can, depending on what I'm doing, I can just conveniently choose where I'm going to go and see her as well. So it's perfect.
And on a day like today, I suppose it's gorgeous.
Yes,
You're out in the wind and the
absolutely.
rain and the snow, picking up your...
We don't get horrible weather here in Derbyshire. What have you had? But you're never here very long. So, yeah, you just... Yeah, woolly hats, quick 10 minutes, off you go again, you're fine, yeah.
Darcy's mobile shop is helping this village to achieve an even bigger environmental ambition.
We have a scheme here in Duffield where we're working towards plastic-free community status. It's a nationwide scheme run by Surfers Against Sewage, and it's a way of getting communities involved. We've already got 3 plastic-free champions in the village. The village is very much on board with that idea of reducing single-use plastic.
As well as helping her customers to reduce their plastic waste, Darcy's mobile shop helps them keep things local too.
These crisps are made all in Staffordshire. It's a farm that makes the crisps with their own potatoes and rape and gets the sea salt from Dorset.
And they taste amazing as well. They don't last, so that'll be gone this weekend in my house.
I've got an afternoon in my house. Harry and Pardeep have seen a great variety of properties, and in each one they've learned something new. So now let's find out what they want to do. So, tell me, you saw some great houses. Which one was your favourite?
Well, our favourite house was the one in Matlock. It was absolutely beautiful and stunning from the inside. Just what we could have wished for. Nice big lounge, beautiful kitchen. It was just a shame about the location.
Yeah, that, like, if I could just pick that house up and move it somewhere else, then yeah, that's the house. But in regards to the other properties that we saw, I would say the outdoor, the garden and the land on property number 1 was definitely the best. And if we could just move their Matlock house over to that property, then we've done it.
We're sorted.
The classic buyer's dilemma. So what have you learned from this experience?
What this experience has done for us is reassured us.
We'll obviously continue our search. You know, we've made our mind up. We're going to the countryside, and that's going to happen. Yeah.
It has been so delightful to spend time with you and your family. I cannot wait to hear that you found the perfect property for you and you've settled down in Derbyshire.
Yeah. Thank you so much. When we get our house, not if, but when we get it, you are welcome for dinner.
Cannot wait.
In my big kitchen.
It's great when you have house hunters like Harry and Pardeep who've been so open-minded about the properties we've shown them. And although we didn't find them their dream home, I think we have cemented Derbyshire as the place where they're going to start the next chapter of their lives and raise their family. And for me, that's a positive. I'll see you next time on Escape to the Country.
After we left them, Pardeep and Harry had news of a property just 15 minutes west of Derby they thought they'd lost out on before that had come back onto the market. Their offer has been accepted and they hope to be moving in very soon. We wish the family all the very best for their new life. If you would like to escape to the country in England, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales and need our help, why not apply